Hello, hello. This live is about the one thing spirituality and non-duality have in common. The exact thing that keeps you suffering or in anxiety or keeps that sense of something is missing or something is not quite okay present always in the body. Different languages, different teachers, different promises, same rules. And if you are stuck in seeking or depressed or anxious, this is not another teaching. This is a dissection. So, oh, hello, Chris the player. Hello, how are you, my friend? Nice to have you here tonight. Or maybe it's not night at your end, right? Hello, Dennis. Hello, Dennis. Welcome. Welcome. So, tonight, a hot subject, something that apparently no one talks about. The one thing non duality and spirituality has in common. Hello, Lady Maddock. Okay, there are days when I achieve non existence, but then I start existing again. How do I fully stop existing? You cannot. The mind must be destroyed, the thought must disappear. We'll talk about it tonight, Chris. I'll uh, I'll develop this subject in the following minutes. Stay with me, yeah, because there is no one achieving non-existence. That's another thought, another thing heard in non-dual speakers, which is not so different. It appears very different, but is not so different from spirituality. And I'll tell you why. So stay with me, stick with me a few minutes while I set a base of a little discussion tonight in this wonderful live meeting. Okay, I'll respond at the comments after I'm done blah blahing, talking and saying nothing actually, because I can't read your comments and say what has to be said from here tonight regarding this subject. I'm looking in my laptop also. Nice to have you here, guys. So, let me be very clear. If you're still anxious, if depression still show up, if panic attacks still visit you, spirituality didn't fail you. It did exactly what was designed to do. It kept you seeking. And if you're honest, really honest, you're exhausted. You meditate, you watch non-duality videos, you understand the concepts. I know I've been there, and yet something feels not quite okay, right? Something is feeling wrong, let's say. Today, I'm not giving you hope. I'm taking something away. The lie that keeps you suffering. One thing is clear. You didn't come here by accident. You're not a beginner. You've invested years, books, retreats, teachers. You know the language, awareness, presence, letting go. And yet, your nervous system is still on fire, sometimes, if not always. Let me say something dangerous here. Understanding non-duality didn't free you. It made you a more sophisticated prisoner because now you don't just suffer, you suffer spiritually or non-dually. Here is the pattern. Be honest, just be honest, few seconds, few minutes. Let's say you had a good meditation for the spiritual people. Silence, expansion, relief, and immediately the mind says, that's it. This is it. 2 days later, gone. Anxiety back, thoughts back, mental chatter back. The same weight in the chest is again felt and feels like failure because thoughts appears again like I lost it. I need to get back. I need to practice more. That's not awakening, my darling. It's worse than that. That's addiction. Yeah. That seeker, that me, is just an addict. Chasing states, different states, spiritual or non-dual states, like Chris was saying, non-existing state. Let's cut the bullshit here. The entire spiritual seeking is built on one assumption. There is something broken who needs to be fixed. A separate me, incomplete, on a journey. That assumption right there is the suffering. Because the moment you believe I'm not there yet, you create time, distance, lack. Enlightenment becomes a future drug, and anxiety loves the future. The seeker is not the solution. Apparently, the seeker is the problem. There is no path because there is no one to walk on it. Now, let me step on another landmine. Some of you already know the radical non-dual message. There is no self, nothing to do, no one is suffering. This is already it as whatever seems to be happening. Yeah, let me be clear about it. This message is not false, but here is the uncomfortable part. For most people, it lands only as an understanding, a beautiful idea, a clean philosophy, let's say, and nothing actually changes. Anxiety still shows up. Depression still comes. Fear is there. Panic still hijacks the body. And now there is a new problem. Wait, if there is no self, then why is this still happening? Yes, I know. Like I said, I've been there. I'm sharing here just this experience without an experimentator. What's happening here? Yeah, I've been there. So what's happening in this point? The seeker doesn't disappear, it upgrades. Now it's a non-dual listener. This is the subtle trap of radical non-duality, a subtle trap. The message is there is no seeker, but the nervous system in the body is seeking for reliefs. The body is still pressed, alert, waiting for something to end. And the mind uses the message to bypass that. The so-called mind. I know there is no mind. The thought, let's say. There is no one anxious. Nothing is fixing. Meanwhile, the heart is tight. The stomach is knotted. Sleep is broken. Saying there is no me, saying there is no one, doesn't dissolve suffering when suffering is lived as a sensation. Radical non-duality points to the truth, yes, but pointing is not seeing. Hearing there is no self is not the same as being without thoughts, without a self. Most people hear the message while thinking continues non-stop. So the illusion stays intact. Yes, that's right, the illusion. They say all non-dual speakers says thoughts is also what's happening. Oh really? No shit. There are no thoughts here. Right now. No thoughts. Look into my eyes. By the way, this is the only way you see if a body is free. If a body, let's say, is being liberated of the me energy. The eyes don't move. There is stillness in the body, and that stillness can be seen when you talk to someone. If their eyes are moving like up, down, left, right, I don't know, looking anywhere else than what really appears to happen, that's bullshit. As long as the eyes are doing something like this, like a neurotic movement and blinking fast like this, there is tension in that body. There is noise, mental noise in the body. And they are speaking from the mental chatter. Nothing real, nothing lived. So the illusion stays intact. And I'm not saying only conceptually, but also experientially, like an experience felt in the body. The problem isn't that the message is wrong, absolutely not. The problem is that it stays in the head. And then a constricted energy in the body is creating confusion, creating lack, that sense of separation, of something is missing. That sense, that deep sense, there is still a me here. It's exactly like spirituality says, I'm not there yet. The same fucking shit. Here is the part almost nobody talks about. Spirituality and non-duality looks different. Different languages, different aesthetics, different communities, but they share the same root problem. Thoughts. Spirituality says change your thoughts, heal your mind, purify your consciousness, elevate your vibration. Non-duality says there is no thinker, nothing is happening, no one is here. It appears very different, not only different, very different, but it's the same mechanism. Both are still processed by the mind. Both live in interpretation. Both are understood through thoughts. And as long as thought is running, the structure of me is running. Because the me is not a person, is not a self, or it is the same shit as the person, the self, or the me, a separate entity. But it's not like that. It's just a pattern of thinking which generates a contracted energy in the body. When thoughts disappears, no thought at all, no me, no self, no person, no time. That's it. No more suffering, no more seeking, no more. Just this, not philosophically, pure mechanics. Just this. Like in the deep sleep. No thoughts, no me, no thinker, no future, no problem. The body deeply relaxed on the bed or whatever it may sleep. I mean the deep sleep. That's it. That state from this sleep, from deep sleep, that complete relaxation can be lived in everyday life, in waking state. Absolutely yes. That's what's happening here. And it's so easy, so natural, so here, let's say, so intimate. Everything is spontaneous. And everybody can go, can come into this. Why? Because it's natural. This is the only natural state of functioning or biological functioning of the human body without thoughts. From here, from this apparent position, it is seen clearly that anxiety is not a disorder, depression is not a defect, panic is not a disease. They are thought loops interacting with the nervous system. That's what's happening. Images, stories, anticipation, memory, imagination. Thought creates time. Time creates fear. Fear creates identity. That's it. And spirituality, including non-duality, usually try to fix the story or tell there is no story or only a story instead of ending the storyteller. Yes, it is possible. It's like a headache. When the headache appears, the body goes, swallows a pill, and the pain vanishes. That's it. It's that simple. Only here is not done with pills. This is why I don't teach belief systems. I don't give practices to manage thoughts or observe them. I show directly how to remain without thoughts. Not you, because when thoughts disappear, there is no you. There is no one staying without thoughts. Of course, if you are stuck at the level of concepts, a labeling, you'll say that this is another practice. As a me who can do something. No, it's not. Absolutely not. It's about seeing what is here when thought is not fed. Because when thoughts stop, even for a second, the structure of me collapses. Not conceptually, viscerally. Calm or relaxed isn't created, it's revealed. Some of you will understand this intellectually, but nothing will change. Others will feel something collapsing in that body and get scared. That's where I work with people privately in one on one sessions. I don't coach, I don't motivate. I sit with you and show you directly how to remain without thoughts, how to see there is already no me as an lived experience of no one. And in that seeing, it becomes obvious there was never a separate self. Anxiety doesn't need to be healed, it needs to be seen without the story. If you're ready for that, the details are in the description of this live. Let's do a one on one and you'll see for yourself. You'll be fucking amazed. And this, if this pissed you off, good. If it relieved you, also good. If there is a curiosity there, that's perfect. That's it, and that's all. Nothing less and nothing more. And this was also another story. Anything I say is not worthy to be taken as truth. It's just an invitation in a direct experience without an experimentator. Yes, it can be done very simple in one session. That's all. So, there is no way that me can disappear, that frustration, that tension, that energy, constructed energy. There is no way that energetic opening can happen thinking or listening to non-dual talks. I've been there years. There is no way. It must be a lived experience. That's for sure. Enough talking about nothing for nobody. I'll look into the comments now, see if there are questions. We'll see what appears as an answer. If not, it's perfect already. There are days when I achieve non-existence, but then I start existing. I hope I've just answered you, Chris. Hello, Rebecca. How's it going, Rebecca? Yes, Dennis, that might happen. That's happening most of the times. I mean, like every second, when the body is functioning from that me energy. Yes, of course, because there is still a feeling, a false feeling there that future is real, which is not. That's why thoughts must end. There is also that worry you say about, that worry is just another thought. Another thought who says something bad may happen. That's fear. that can disappear so easily. It's not natural. That's why I say this, because I'm pointing to the natural way of being. Rebecca is saying my breathing has changed since the session. It's much more relaxed. I'm glad to hear that. Yes, the body enters a natural state, that homeostasis state, that rest and relax, where the nervous system calms down and everything becomes softer than it was when the thoughts were bumping on the head. Thoughts are still coming and trying to trigger me. Yes, but if you do what I've just showed you, the thought ends, right? Stay in that area. We've experienced together in our session that silence, that it is possible for that body to stay and function without thoughts, like a little child, like that body was functioning where when it was 9 months old, 6 months old, heart still beating, breathing still happening, seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, feeling. Yeah, that's all there is. That's what non-duality speakers, or I don't know, raw non-duality, let's call it, speakers are talking about. But they are only talking about. This is a direct pointing, which happens only when we see each other. That's very important. Great, great, Rebecca. Keep going. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed. And you can notice that you didn't change the breathing. The breathing relaxed by itself. Thank you too, Rebecca. It was a pleasure seeing you, talking to you. Anytime. If something new appears, please write me, like I said. Uh, no charge involved. Da? So, please write me and say anything you want to say. If it's felt to say something, there is no problem here. It's a pleasure reading messages from you guys after we work together. Așa, things. Hello, 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 things here. Așa. Do thoughts have power like in manifestation? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If thoughts would have a power, nobody would die. Nobody would get sick. If thought was powerful, everyone on this planet was rich, like a millionaire. Everyone on this planet never getting old. I mean, there is a big difference between raw reality, alive reality, and thoughts. Like I say in my one-on-one session, and I share this with you also here on YouTube, there is a big difference between the thought, fist in your face, thinking at a fist in your face, nothing happens. But when a fist comes in your face, that's reality. That's why it's very important in that body to feel the difference between thinking and being, between to think and to be. That's Thank the Lord for that. My thoughts are shit. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Thanks for being here. That was nice. Mo Mos Mogjunti. I don't know if I'm pronouncing okay. Like I said, and I say to you every Sunday evening, English is not my native language, so you have to bear with me until I get some experience. This is kind of a new channel. This is my third live here, so have a little patience with me speaking English, so I can't read all the names correctly. He's saying or she's saying, "Hello, Chris. I have dealing with the depersonalization and derealization and depersonalization." Yeah, yes, yes, Moz. I'm gonna call you Moz. Okay. Yes, there is an interesting part in this area of experience, of the body's experience with derealization and depersonalization. Even sages from ages said that this is kind of enlightenment. This is kind of ending the seeking. It's just there is still a me there. There is no problem with the realization and the personalization after all. In the depth of this manifestation, there is no problem there. It has so many details to talk about and to be engaged with. There are too many to talk here on our life. If you want, contact me and we'll make a one-on-one session, and I'll show you that that body is very close of being completely free. Yes, the personalization says, I feel, I see that this is not my body. I see that I'm not doing things, but there is still that contracted energy in there who says, what's wrong? Something is wrong. Oh my God, what's happening? Of course, they don't go to doctors, to psychiatry, and they give you pills, which is not completely wrong. But that pills plays a nasty game with your cerebral sensors and you're fucked. So, if you want to deepen that, let's make a one-on-one and I'll show you how easy it is, especially from that point. Especially from that point. I'm not telling you or others that it is okay, it is not a sickness or a whatever. I repeat, whatever I say is bullshit. Don't believe me. I'm here to invite you to point to the natural state of a human being. In derealization, and with this I'll end this subject, in derealization, it is seen that life is a dream, that whatever is happening is not real. Yes, this is all, I mean, all the sages I can think of right now said that. But the liberation process is not complete there. Yes, it's not complete. There is still a me who labels what's happening. And from there, fear comes, anxiety appears. There are so many things to approach in this niche. So many. Like the social pressure on that body, like the tendency to be like everyone else. which is in the dream. Yes, there are many factors there. We'll talk about it. If you call me, we'll do it. Blah blahing. Yes, Rebecca. Thoughts are fiction. Exactly. Thoughts are not real. Thoughts are not real. And the natural state, the natural functioning of the body, functioning, is without thoughts. And it happens daily. If you get scared, if the body is in real danger, the thoughts disappears because they are useless, sorry, because they are useless. The body disappears. If someone is coming to you right now with an axe, you don't have time to think, oh, I have anxiety, oh, I'm a scared bitch, oh, I'm a sissy motherfucker. No. I have anxiety, I have depression, oh, I'm gonna make a panic attack. No, the mind will shut the fuck up and the body will take action. I don't know, it will fight or it will run. That's so simple. Everything in life happens like this. The mind disappears, thought disappears when the aliveness is under pressure, let's say. Like I said, in a real danger. If you are on the street crossing the highway, if a car comes speeding at you, you don't have thoughts will disappear instantly. And they also disappear in the, let's say, when the sexual orgasm takes place. No thoughts there. They are useless. And your body can live without thoughts. Here are no thoughts. And that can be felt in one-on-ones. If you look into my eyes, your mind will shut the fuck up too. Yeah. Dennis, you have my contacts in the description of every long form material video on this channel. Even on this live, if you click on description, you have my email, you have my WhatsApp number. Write me there and we'll schedule a meeting. Okay, Mo. Okay, Mos. Like I said to Denise, you are welcome to come, but don't come for explanations. Don't come to look for answers. Come if the calling, that energetic calling, is stronger than your thoughts, than your beliefs, than your fears. If something in that body feels to come in this direction, hearing, oh, can I really have no thoughts? I mean, whoa, that's non-duality. That's I'm pointing to lived non-duality. There you can see for yourself, not listening to others, that really, in reality, there is no me. Yes, that can be seen in a few seconds, but we have to see each other. Counterintuitive panda. It's just bypassing. Bypassing of what? What do you mean? At what do you mean? Thoughts will reduce if mind pays less attention to them. Thank you. AD. Well, dear, first of all, what is a mind? I know I'm using that term, which I don't like it, but my English being very limited, I have to use the words I know. But the mind doesn't exist. The mind is not even proved scientifically to have real existence. There is no such thing as a mind. When I'm saying about a mind, I'm pointing to a bundle of thoughts. We can say that thought appears, which is also an appearance. Okay, let's say thought appears, but if thoughts were real, my thoughts will trouble you as your thoughts will trouble you. I mean, if there was something real, but nothing is real. No thought, no thought is reality. Absolutely not. I've said earlier, the thought phone is not the phone. The phone is in your hand right now. Anything you think about the phone is not the phone. That's a big shit. You have to see this. So you are telling me, you are asking me, thoughts will reduce if the mind pays less attention to them. Let's talk about this thing called attention. My darling, if there was a mind, which is a bundle of thought, can be a thought aware of something? Can a thought be aware of something? Absolutely not. And let's talk a little about this energy called attention in the body. This is something native. Everybody at birth has so-called awareness or attention. It's already present. It's a not native perceptual functioning. The mind, what we call mind, the me, which is the same thing, appears in the body after 1 year or 1 year and a half. That I am mom, dad, the others. These narrative thoughts are not present in the body when the body has, I don't know, 2 days old, 5 months, 6 months, 9 months. There are no thoughts there, but the attention is there. So the mind, if there was such thing, cannot be paying attention to something, more attention or less attention to something. There are no separate entities. There are no two. It doesn't exist. And that can be seen in my one-on-ones. To that I'm pointing to. There are no two. Not a mind. I mean, I know you've heard things and those things now creates confusion. But all of you, every people, not only you guys, which I'm thanking to, not that are here on the live session. No, everybody longs for disappearance of thoughts. 99% of the human population, let's say, they cannot sleep because of thoughts. They put their heads on the pillow and the thoughts are keep talking, blah blah blahing. Yes. And that mental noise can be stopped. I don't care what others says, because it's not you that is stopping the mind, the thought, the me. No, it just stops when that body comes again, being as a child. No thoughts. And that, what we are doing in one-on-ones, being so natural, will appear in that body without you doing or remembering something. Will just appear. Like thoughts are appearing now, and you say, fuck that thought, I'm dying here. The mind is constantly chatting. Exactly like that will appear what we do in one-on-ones. And even more than that, because it's very natural. Nothing to bypass, absolutely nothing already. Yes, of course. Complete perfection already. Nice nickname, nice nickname. I'm only 18. Oh, so young. Oh my fucking God. Me at 18 years old. Oh my God. What apparently happens with the youth today? When I had 18, I was chasing girls like a madman. I guess I was lucky there was no YouTube then. Okay, Dennis. Sure. Nothing dreaming. I don't mind thoughts. That's perfect. That's perfect. Yes, some bodies can function in this stage very well. All their lives. They consider it normal, which is not natural. No problem involved. Okay. Sure. Everybody, 99% of people are doing that. But every one of them, when comes home, drinks. Every one of them can't wait to go to sleep. Everyone can't wait to go to sleep for that mind to shut the fuck up. That's why people are chasing sexuality. Not because of pleasure, my friends, not because of pleasure, but because they need silence. And in that moment of orgasm, of sexual orgasm, the mind completely vanishes. That's why people like to see comedy. They like to laugh. They have no idea what they are chasing. When drinking, when looking to come, I'm not saying these are wrong, absolutely not. But everybody is looking for that silence, for that noise to stop. When you laugh hard, looking at a comedy or drinking with friends telling jokes, every thought disappears. Be honest with yourself. See for yourself. When there is a hard laughing taking place, there is no you, there are no others, there is no time, there are all the all problems disappears when the body laughs real hard. Why? Because the mind stops. That's what people are longed for. Yes. Even in sexual industry, entertainment industry, yes. Not to say about sleep. And society felt this and made a business out of these three. Why? Because people cannot live without them. They have to do something to stop that mind. They drink, they take drugs, They go to shows, comedy shows. They do anything they can to escape that noise, even for a second, as the sexual orgasm. Of course, the porn industry is so high. Anxiety and depression are also high, and people want to get rid of that, not knowing, not feeling what's longed for actually. Yeah, complete perfection already. The mind will shut the fuck up. Yeah. The truth is funny. Is so everything is funny. Like Osho said, life is a cosmic joke. There was a saying, tell God your plans if you want to make him laugh. AD, thank you, Chris. Self inquiry, perseverance is needed to stop thoughts? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nothing is needed. I'm talking here about a natural calling. Because there is no self. That inquiry of Ramana Maharshi can help a lot. But without a real approach from a certain position, not of the body, but energetically speaking, that inquiry is useless, if not more damaging. That's why I'm saying here, shouting out loud about the direct experience. Only then we can talk about life. Only then we can talk about truth. And even if we talk about it, that's not it. But truth must be lived, not learned, not understood, lived by direct experience. Not your direct experience, but it happens energetically in the body as you feel joy or silence. It appears like an energy in the body. And it's so simple and it's so funny, yes. It's amazing how people think you can't live without thoughts, and everybody lived that in a baby stage, a newborn stage. It's unbelievable. They say, no, how can we live without thoughts? It's like talking about the taste of the apple without tasting the apple. They read about the apple, they learn what it contains, they are fully documented about the apple, but never tasted one. And they talk about it like they know, but they don't. Tasting the apple is the real truth. Knowing about the apple is bullshit, is false. Hello, Matthew. The presence, yes, my direct experience. Matthew, it's a little worse than that. There is no you to experience. There is no experiencer. That's what I'm pointing, that's what we are talking about here. There is only experiencing, if you want. Experiencing, that's all. No one there. And that can be seen. That can be lived. You can call it also presence, but presence implies there is one who can be present, which there isn't. Also, in the case of the experience, I'm not talking about that. I'm not pointing to that here. There are not two. There is no duality. Duality is an illusion in the mind. It's like watching a movie and crying because someone died in the movie. That's not real. And after the movie finishes, you go light a candle at the church for that character in the movie. Exactly like this stupidly happens in the real life. People are buying the mental movie, taking as reality that I am is the base of all suffering. Even there is no suffering there, there is that sense of something is missing, or I don't know, something is not quite okay. Whatever you do, no matter who are you with, no matter where are you at, there is that feeling in the body that something keeps or seems to be missing, but you don't know why, you don't know what, and you don't know how. Non-dual speaker says that's also what's happening. Really? Come see me and you'll see that is not happening. When I say what's happening, I refer to this. Seeing is happening, hearing is happening, that cannot be denied. Without a seer, without a hearer, smelling, tasting, breathing, heartbeats, that's what's happening. Thoughts are not happening. Illusion cannot happen. Illusion, by default, by definition, means something is not real. Something that is not real means something that is not existing already. How can an illusion happen? They say, this is also what's happened. Fuck you. That's where you can see they have no freedom in that body. There is still a contracted energy trying to accept something they heard about to be destructive. And I'm not saying they are wrong, my friends, and I'm not saying that something is stupid or something is wiser. No, no. I'm just relating what's seen from here. This is what's lived here in this body, what is seen here. If you resonate, you can contact me. And what's happening here, it's in everybody. Everybody has something that feels it. Yeah, I don't know it. Even those who said, you're stupid, you have no idea what you're talking about. How can you stay without a thought? The thought cannot be stopped. There are a lot of people like that. But even they feel it, that something is natural in what I'm pointing to. But because that me is so strong, it creates hate. Because in that body is a lot of tension. And that tension cannot live in the disappearance of thoughts. Life is a dream. Apparently, These words are useless if you experience there as just a belief. Life is a dream. Who says that? See for yourself. See for yourself, then we can talk about it. If you ask me, need to act our part in the play, if you're asking this, it means that it's not lived there, that life is a dream. How can you play a part in something that is not real? A dream means something different, at least, from what's happening, this ungraspable aliveness. A dream means an illusion. How can you play a part in something that is not existing, that is not real, that is an illusion? You can't. Even when the night sleep takes place, even when the night sleep takes place, you don't act, you don't react. There is no free will. Even when we dream, when the body sleeps, even then the dream is happening. Apparently the body is live. I mean, the body is on the bed, sleeping. Dreaming happens. The dream is also thoughts in images. That's it. That's all there is with this dreaming state. And the body is live. When sitting on the bed sleeping, if you dream a nightmare, the heart will start racing. The breathing will accelerate. Although nothing is happening, the same pattern, energetical pattern, applies in the waking state. The same. The body is constantly lied. So, and most of all, you say, is there a need to act our part in the play? AD. There is no need of nothing. Everything is already happening. Need comes from lack, but nothing is missing. But these words are just another bullshit. It's useless for me to say these things. You cannot get it. You cannot understand this if it's not experienced in the body as a I don't know how to say, because I don't want to say state or feeling. No, as an energy lived there. Help me a little, because my English sucks. I'm out of words here. No, I'm joking. It's so hard to talk about it, because there are no words who can relate to something that I want to talk about. You must live it, you must feel it. And I know I'm talking with you, me, them, they, although there is no you. There is something happening energetically in that body. Let's say that energetic opening. When that happens, there is no need, because nothing is missing. When you have a need, even to act your part in the play, when you have a need, means that something is missing. But even in the dream doesn't give a fuck about you. Life, this existence, doesn't give a fuck about that me, that person that you think you are. And don't take it personally, please. I'm generally speaking. That happens as an energetic pattern in 99% of human beings. I'm not saying it's wrong. Like someone said here, I like thinking, I like thoughts. Good for you. There are lots of people who doesn't, who can take it no more. The noise is too disturbing, even acts like a destroyer. There are people who can't live their lives because of thoughts, anxiety, depression, panic attacks, fear in the body. That comes because the mental chatter is too much. Nice. Thoughts are not happening. Thoughts have no meaning already. Exactly. They have no meaning because they are not happening. They are not happening. Exactly. Exactly. This is what lived here. I mean, when I hear that non-dual speaker saying, thinking is also what's happening. Fuck off. Fuck off. There is no such thing. How can an illusion happen? If the thought phone is not the phone is in front of you, how can a thought happen? How can that be possible? I mean, even if we judge it, even if we try to understand, it's logical. You have to have one single neuron in your head with 90% of functioning, and it can be seen that it's stupidity to say illusions are also happening. Illusion means something is not real, something it's not already existing. That's all. And it's so simple, so freeing to see that things are already happening. Yes, and they are right. There is no you, there is no free will because there is no time. Even Einstein talked about this. There is no past, no present, and no future. Yes, there is only this nameless this. What is? It cannot be explained, but it can be lived in the body. It can be experienced. Hello, Chen. Eduardo is more a construction than a dream, I think. Not even that. I mean, in my pointings, I'm not saying to don't mind the thought, don't observe the thoughts, never mind the thoughts, get rid of the thoughts. No, it's a direct pointing to that silence. And in that silence, let's call it silence, in that energetic opening, the thoughts disappears by themselves. There is no you doing that. And it can be seen. Not hard, not difficult, relaxed, from anywhere. Anywhere. Yay, no free will. Exactly. Exactly. Eduardo is saying but what you feel is very subjective as well. What you feel is very animalistic driven. What's wrong being an animal? You consider yourself a superior being. You motherfucker. What's wrong being an animal? You see, this is where the me appears and says, I'm not an animal, I'm something superior. That ego infatuation, which is talked about in psychology, it's what appears to be this kind of labeling, of judgment. And whatever you say, I'm not saying you are wrong, my friend. Whatever you say, you're right. You're right. But you keep missing a point. There is no you, there is no me here who can feel something. The me, the you, is also only a thought. A thought cannot feel, a thought cannot see, cannot hear, cannot speak. Mhm. Feelings happen already by default. You're not doing anything. I know. It's unbelievable. It's hard. Alina, hello, 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 my darling. Like an empty space. Yes, kind of, kind of. Yes, it's a very close description of what's happening. Like an empty space with no one in it. Mhm. But a feeling is your way to react to something. Eduardo, are you telling me? Look, this four words you've said, but a feeling is your way to react. More words, my friend. You are implying that you are the body. That's level one spirituality. That's level one conceptual bullshit, fucking your body non-stop. Now I know, if I've told you now, I reminded you that you are not the body. And still, your message reveals that there is still the belief that you are the body. But a feeling is your way to react to something. You see, this is the confusion, my friend, and it is nothing wrong. It's normal for a conversation to happen like this, but it's not natural. Absolutely not. It's not natural. Something that is happening is not the happening in itself as well. You can ask everything, my friend. AD, I've just said the experience without the experimentator. It's not experience, if you want, it's experiencing. But when that me energy is there, this is the blockage of labeling every fucking word as this, it has to be applied on non-dually speaking. That's bullshit. Anything can be said. Eduardo is asking me, what is a feeling for you then? You don't understand me here, Eduardo. There is no me here. There is no you. A feeling is just an energy appearing in what appears to be the body. It's just a natural response, if you want, a natural response, energetical response to what's happening in front of or next to that body. That's all there is. No you to decide. I mean, look at when the body becomes angry. Have you ever decided to be angry? Ask yourself. Or that state of anger appeared. And I bet you never went you never was driving a car thinking, I'm gonna get mad in the first few minutes, in the next few minutes. I'm gonna go talk to that motherfucker and I'm gonna get mad. No. Exactly like anger happens in the body, exactly like that, everything is happening in life. Know you to decide, know you to change, know you to become. There is only this. And this is it, my friends. Thank you very much for being here. We'll see each other next Sunday. Same time, same place, no time, no place. Or places, time, places, place without a time. Thank you very much for being here. It was very nice spending my night with you. Yes, it's like 3 a.m. here, but it's also a pleasure to be with you guys. And nothing is everything, everything is nothing. Thank you. We see each other next week. And people come and say, if you said there is no time, how can we see each other next week? For those who are still thinking like that, I'm going to tell you this live, this channel is not for you. Fuck off. Have a good one, guys. I love you.